right, so the last of the items that I want to talk to you about tonight, the last exercise we want to look at is exercise 10. We covered 9 and 11 in one walkthrough, so we're just going to concentrate on 10. 10 is essentially the same thing as exercise, I believe it was 8, which was the mouse events. Or, no, I'm sorry, exercise 7, which was the mouse events. We've made a couple of changes. Notice the menu bar now. If we click on the options, we have a menu item for color. When we click on color, we now see this, and we can change the color that we want by using some of these various options. I'm going to play around here a little bit. I kind of like that color. We're going to go with that. And now I can draw in that sort of shade of blue. I don't know how you're going to see it on your monitor since the lines are so thin, but it is a shade of blue. A very nice light, not light, but a paler shade of blue rather than a bright or dark. So what did we add to this that allows us to draw in color? Let's take a look at the program, and we're going to look mostly at the changes. I'm not really going to go over some of the things that we've done before. Obviously, we've added the action listener. Why? We've added a menu bar. By adding the menu bar, we need to be able to handle action events because, remember, when we click on a menu item, that's an action event. So that means we add a menu bar. We add a menu item called option. Or we add a menu called options to the menu bar. We add a menu item called color. And we create a drawing color object, which we set to black by default. We have to add the color menu item to the options menu. We then have to add the options menu to the menu bar. We have to tell Java that we are using the menu bar through the set J menu bar method. We then add an action listener to the color item, color menu bar item, so that when it is clicked, we can pop up that window. We'll look at that in a second. Other than that, everything else pretty much stays the same. When we are drawing, if we are erasing, we get the background color. If we are drawing normally, instead of set color to black, we're setting color to drawing color. Whatever value for color this variable contains. And notice where this variable is. It exists here, and it ends at the end of the class. So that means that I can use that drawing color in any of these methods. And in this case, I am. So whatever color drawing color contains, at the time this method is called, is the color that will be used to draw the line. When we click on that color item from the menu bar, it is going to trigger this action performed method. We're going to make sure the source is the color item in case someday we add more menu items to this menu. And if that's the case, we're going to call the JColorChooser class's showDialog method. Again, this method is a static method. We don't need to make to implement any sort of objects to use this. We are going to provide the parent of the window, a title for the window, and the current color so that it gives us a starting point to default everything to. So in case the user doesn't make any selections and simply clicks OK, we'll still be good. What it's going to return is a color class object, so we're just going to set drawing color equal to whatever is returned. And once that returns, that's going to give us the representation of the color that we chose, and we will be able to draw with it. Again, that's the only changes we've really made to this rather complex class. And again, it's kind of cool because we can now, instead of having to force the user to either A, know the amount of red, green, and blue, or even guess for ourselves, we can write our code to pop up this little chooser, and we can pick whatever we want. We start here with swatches, and I'll pick a nice like fire engine red, and I can draw in red. Actually, it's more like a magenta or a wine color, but still, I can draw in red. I can change that over to a green. And you know, we're coming into the holiday season, so I'll draw a little Christmas tree right here. Colored in a little bit, my little Charlie Brown Christmas tree here. As you can see, it's really nice in that way. If you have any questions on the color chooser, again, just something I want you to be aware of. It's an option that's available to you for your use in your programs. If you have any questions about this or any of the activities that we've done, please let me know. Please, you can send me email, bsimbeck@ccac.edu, and I will answer them as quickly as I can. If you click to the next slide, there should be a little quiz available for you to take. If there is no quiz there, then there is no quiz to take. However, I believe there should be a small quiz there for you to look at that sort of talks about some of the things that we've covered today. That's all we have for now. And again, if you have any questions, please let me know. This sort of wraps up the GUI and events grab bag lecture. I sort of throw everything in that's left to be wrapped up with GUI events into this lecture, and I hope you enjoyed it. Again, questions, email me, bsimbeck@ccac.edu, and I will answer them as quickly as I can. You can click to the next slide if there is any additional content. If there is anything, it would be a quiz, and you can take that quiz. Otherwise, you can move on to the assignments. There will be a small video in the assignments going over what the assignment for the assignment that goes along with this lecture is. All right, thank you very much.